जय संस्कार. Chemical industry. The position of chemical industry in India is important. Chemicals are of two types. One is organic and another one is inorganic. Petrochemicals in the main organic chemical industry. Petrochemicals that could be petrol, diesel, kerosene, બધી વસ્તુ include થઈ જશે આની અંદર. Okay. Organic chemical industries are okay, it is used in artificial fibers, artificial rubber, plastic goods, colors, chemicals and in medicines. Organic chemical industry is found near oil refineries and petrochemical center. India has an important position in the world in the insecticide industry. ઇન્સેક્ટ્સ જે છે એને કિલ કરવા માટે જે બનાવવામાં આવતું હોય ઇન્સેક્ટિસાઇડ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી એની અંદર ઇન્ડિયાની ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ પોઝિશન છે ઇન ધ વર્લ્ડ. ગુજરાત લીડ્સ ઇન કન્ટ્રી ઇન કેમિકલ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી. ગુજરાત જે છે કેમિકલ હબ કહેવાય. અહેમદાબાદ, વડોદરા, અંકલેશ્વર, ભરૂચ એક્સેટ્રા આર મેજર સેન્ટર્સ ઓફ કેમિકલ industries. So chemicals are of two types, one which are containing carbon chain which are called organic and one which do not have this carbon as a main material, not containing a carbon chain are called inorganic. Chemical fertilizer industry. Fertilizer એટલે ખાતર. આર્ટિફિશિયલ કેમિકલી ફર્ટિલાઇઝર જો યુઝ કરવામાં આવે લાંબા ટાઈમે લેન્ડની ફર્ટિલિટી સોઇલની ફર્ટિલિટી ઉપર ઇફેક્ટ કરે બટ ઇટ ઇઝ giving short-term goals. So that's why usage of it has increased. First chemical fertilizer factory of India was established in 1906 at Ranipet in Tamil Nadu. The development of these industries started when Fertilizer Corporation of India started its factory at Sindri. This industry is centered in Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Kerala. In Gujarat, the factories produce chemical fertilizers located at Kalol, Kandla, Hazira, Bharuch, Vadodara, etc. Plastic industry. Plastic industry is also known as sunrise industry. This could be asked in this small MCQ, which industry is called sunrise industry. So the answer is plastic industry. There has been a constant increase in the demand of raw material for plastic because it is waterproof and fit into any mold. It is used in packaging, chemical, textile, building, construction, while manufacturing, electronics, etc. Important center produced plastic in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, Vadodara, Vapi, Kanpur, Coimbatore and Chennai. So these are the main center for the plastic industry. Cement industry. Cement is inevitable in construction of road, dams, etc. India ranked second after China in the cement production. It produces about 6% of the world production. Limestone, coal, gypsum, bauxite, clay, etc. are raw material for cement industry. The raw material and the products have more weight so that the cement factories are located where raw material are available in abundance. There is a fairly good development in this industry in Gujarat. Cement industries are fairly well established in Gujarat. So these are generally the raw material are quite heavy to move it at some place else, then to deliver it to the required place. So these are long process. So what is done that where there is an abundance of raw material at that particular place, these industries are established. Transport equipment industry. You might have seen many types of vehicles for travel. Earlier there were animal driven vehicles which were very slow. Today in modern age, vehicles with faster speed along with development of road have come in usage. Industry which produce such a vehicles are known as transport industry. Railway. Service deserve appreciation of traveling in India. Railways are manufactured the equipment of its own requirement by itself, such as railway engine, passenger coach, goods coaches, etc. There are also produced privately. There are three types of railway engines: steam, electrical, Steam, diesel and electrical. The steam engines are nowadays used for heritage train which run only on the tourism purpose. Diesel and electric engines are produced at Mahijhan in Chitraranjan Locomotives work in West Bengal. Diesel locomotive works at Varanasi and Tata locomotive works at Jamshedpur. Passenger coaches are manufactured at Perambur, Bengaluru, Kapurthala and Kolkata. So railway is the only industry which can produce whatever the equipment or whatever the thing, engines, coaches, whatever it required to run a railway is done by railway itself. Okay, so there is a locomotive industry which produces this. So to travel in India, it is very convenient or very cheap if you travel by rail. So there is a big contributions of railway in the mineral based industry. Road vehicles. Before independence, we used to manufacture car by assembling its imported part. Now the factory manufacturing truck, bus, car, motorcycle, scooter and cycle are established in our country. The road vehicles are manufactured by private sector. India ranks 5th in the world in the production of commercial vehicles. Today the vehicles and their spare part manufactured in India are exported to foreign countries. Tractors and cycles are produced in very large scale. We export them overseas. So tractors, cycles, this before independence it was like that. We used to import all the things and then we used to assemble it. Nowadays we can generate or produce each and every part of it in India. There are so many companies which are doing so. We are ahead in production of tractor and cycle because these two items that we also do export to other countries. Shipbuilding industry. This is an ancient industry in India. In recent time, there are centers to build ship of modern style. These are Visakhapatnam, river, sea coast area છે ને એ બધા. Visakhapatnam, Kolkata, Kochi, Mumbai, Marmagaon, which are in public sector. Kochi, Visakhapatnam build ship of large size. Private dockyards fulfill local needs. We have also started producing helicopter. Aircraft building unit are established in Bangalore, Koraput, Nashik, Hyderabad and Lucknow. The building of aircraft or for passenger travels has still not started in India. Next is electronic industry. Radio cell television industry was established in India in 1905. This can be said that the beginning of electronic industry in India. Bharat Electronic Limited, that is BEL, was established in 1956 in Bengaluru with the motive to manufacture equipment for Akashvani and weather department. Today, it is produced various electronic equipment in collaboration with Indian Space Research Research Organization, that is ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. This industry has brought a lot of change in the normal life of people, their lifestyle and the national economy. Bengaluru has become capital of industry. It is also called Silicon Valley of India. Software park, science park, technological park and established for the development of this industry. The future of this industry in India is very optimistic. So we have very aspects on this particular industry because the way cyber software, the way science, all the things which are taking place. So Bengaluru itself is called Silicon Valley of India, and we have so many hopes that one day we might be able to create something more. And okay. Industrial pollution and environmental degradation. So whenever or whether there is a tiniest industry, it may harm or it will definitely harm the pollution. So we cannot stop generating things of our requirement, but all we can do is we can control or limit the amount of pollution which is created by it. So we should try to minimize it, because it is impossible to stop industries, and it is not convenient also. So the industrial production has noteworthy contribution in economic development of the nation. Industries have increased pollution and environment has degraded. When the environmental condition deteriorate due to neutral or main induced reason, the quality of environment is reduced. Which is the environmental degradation. Main 4 type of pollution are created due to industry: air, water, land and noise. Air ની અંદર જો કોઈ ફેક્ટરી છે એમાંથી કોઈ minute particles આવી જાય which are going to trouble the respiratory system of human. Water, if industrial waste are thrown into a flowing water, then it may affect many people. Land pollution, if certain acids etc. harmful substance are thrown inside the land, then it may affect the fertility of land. Then noise, continuous sound of hammering etc. which may affect the mental health of an individual. Industries have polluted air and water to a great extent in present age of competition. The air is become polluted due to very harmful gases like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. Water pollution has increased due to industrial effluents. Today many factories release their industrial waste into river, going in the ignoring the laws. Water today is heavily polluted than before. Noise pollution is one of the reason of deafness in human life. Due to old machinery in industries and means of transportation, noise pollution has increased. Man experiences mental tension due to much of the noise. Okay, so these all pollution one way or other way going to harm us. Remedies to curb environmental degradation. The country should make progress, but the progress should not be made in such a way that the environment is not degraded. એવી રીતે તો પ્રોડક્શન મતલબ એવી રીતે તો પોસિબલ જ નથી કે તમે એન્વાયરમેન્ટને બિલકુલ હાર્મ ન કરો અને બહુ વધારે ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝને ડેવલપ પણ કરી શકો. There is always a drawbacks of anything. So the amount of pollution can be reduced by proper planning of industrial development. Pollution can be reduced also by selection of quality equipment and fuel. The air production can be curbed through filter, scrubber, precipitator, etc. The water pollution can be prevented by releasing industrial influents after proper treatment. Industrial water can be purified after due treatment. Certain treatment ne કરી અને પછી જ water ને જે છે બારે જો છોડવામાં આવે. So these are the basic things which should be followed by industrialists. So there should be a strict law against using this proper if somebody is throwing their garbage or industries effluents into a water etc., there should be a huge fine should be implemented. So these are our way of thinking. There could be a number of other reasons also, but industrial waste will be generated and that is going to harm the life of humans in that particular nation, or especially industries affect the local area around it. We have also seen number of times like Taj Mahal, the color of Taj Mahal is getting dull day by day because of the industries near there. So somehow government was able to shut those countries and they have provided some fund to these countries, these factories to start up in farther region than this Agra's Taj Mahal. So these are the factors which are going to affect. You have already seen in science that how contamination of water is done in river Ganga. So at Gangotri there is a less level of pollution, but if you come across the Hooghly etc. in West Bengal region where Ganga terminates, the amount of waste material and amount of coliform bacteria, which indicates the amount of contamination, is increased. So there is more contamination of water. These untreated water can cause many health issues in one's life. So that's all for now. Thank you.